Welcome to KCTV, the soundtrack of our school. Our today's guest, we are going to do one-on-one with Mr. Kevin Osumba, the ICM awarded exam body in Africa. So welcome, Kevin, to our TV show. Tell us more about ICM and also educate the public what ICM does and what you are aspiring to do. According now, TVET is introducing more of CBET education. So tell us also more what you are focusing on and what ICM is doing to be able to also introduce TVET programs.
Thank you so much. Good evening, good morning, where you're watching us from. As I've been introduced, my name is Kevin Kanisio Osundwa, ICM Direct Africa. We're privileged today to be at KCE, one of the ICM approved institution as a tuition provider. ICM, we an examination body approved in the UK by Ofqual, and we were working in this country, Kenya. We have in other countries across Africa and Asia. So we as an awarding body, we are keen on working with TVET approved institution, and as an examination body, we develop our role is to develop curriculum. So developing curriculum and set exams and mark exams and give certificates. So basically, when we partner with TVET approved institution, we are looking at recognized certification and progression, or courses that will give us progression as we interact. So as an examination body, we're happy to partner with TVET approved institutions like KCE, so that we can give our young people or people keen on career progression courses that can help them advance the skills, advance their career. So we have different courses that we'll be discussing, but basically in action, ICM, we are an awarding body across different countries, and one of our centers that we are working with is KCE, and we are here to discuss how we offer exams and support institutions.
Okay, thank you for that introduction. So as we move forward, we also urge you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, KC Home TV, so that you can be able to get all our content from time to time. So also Kevin will also explain to us actually what ICM means in full, and also tell us where the exam body is situated or where it is located across the globe, and also you'll be able to tell us whether is it a must they do physical exams or they also introduced online exams for the candidates.
Thank you. Maybe before I mention how we do our exams, as a country, we've come far in terms of the educational reforms, and one of the reforms that we have is the TVET Act 2013, where it gives tuition provider center like yourself as a tuition provider the mandate to deliver the training, as well as now we have examination body like the of ICM, which is an international examination body, or the Institute of Commercial Management. ICM stands for Institute of Commercial Management, the likes of CDAC, the like of CASLEP, so all which are local examination body. All of them have to be accredited by now the authority for them to work with the training institution. So as an ICM examination body, as I mentioned earlier, we've been accredited in the UK, and now with the countries that we're working in, be Kenya, Uganda, Rwanda, Ghana, name them. All those countries, we have different regulators that are in those countries that will accredit us. So like in Kenya, we have two main body that regulates TVET institution, examination body, sorry. So we have the TVET authority itself and the KNQA. So TVET looks at the accreditation for recognition, and the KNQA looks at the progression. When someone finishes the diploma, what's next? So in terms of how we operate, We have different courses that we are offering across. So our mandate is to develop the curriculum and hand over to the TVET authority, where the institution like KCE can buy from there and offer to our learners. So we have professional qualification courses that are basically looking at the knowledge, keen on knowledge. We have the accounting, finance accounting, hospitality management. So the curriculum is given to the institution, where the learners are taken through the curriculum, and when learners have completed the syllabus, which of that also the syllabus itself has something called total number of hours. So the total qualification time that will enable someone to know how long someone will stay in the institution.
Okay, so thank you also for those insights. So those who are joining us right now, this is KCTV, a product of KC College, the soundtrack of our school. So basically today they invited, and our guest today is Mr. Kevin Osundwa, the director for ICM. He is taking us through some of the things, some of the courses they offer, and also is giving us more insights about what is ICM exam body, and also where you can be enrolled so that you can be able to continue. So we also remind you we are exam body which has been certified by ICM. So we offer ICM courses at KC College. So therefore, we want to look at what our viewers are asking about, or some of the questions they would want to know about ICM. So one of the viewers had asked about how someone can become an ICM member, and also there's another viewer who is also asking us basically how long does it take to complete an ICM course.
ICM, as an awarding body, we are accredited by the regulator in UK called Office of Qualification. It's once you've been accredited in UK that now you can work to the different countries. So once you've been accredited by UK, and now we are to different countries, we are taken to different countries that we operate, like in Kenya, Rwanda, and so on, which have regulators. So once we get to Kenya, we have the TVET authority, and we have the KNQA that regulate that. And those are looking at the teaching content, the curriculum, and the duration. So within our teaching content, what are the units that are there, what are the topics that are there, and what is the duration and the mode of assessment. So as I said earlier, that the duration for a qualification, a certificate level will be 1,200 hours, and a diploma level will be 2,400 hours. So those who are asking about how long is the course, the duration, the time, the session between the lecturer and the student is embedded within the syllabus. So it will depend. Someone may be at a different college. You realize that he finishes the course ahead of the other person that is also that they joined at the same time. So it depends. Probably if this college maybe students are taking 4 hours in a day, and the other are taking 1 hour in a day, they'll finish at a different time. It is from that ICM has come up with 4 series exams in a year. So we have exams in March, we have exams in June, we have exams in September, and we have exams in December. And all these learners for these exams, we don't deal with the learners directly. The learners have to register through an institution like the KCE, because that's where we can confirm that the learner completed the studies. That's where we can check that the learner met the threshold for him or her to be admitted. So we will need the evidence that the learner was able to study, because we look at when he was admitted to the college and the duration, the duration, or the progressive report from the institution. So we'll check has the learner been attending classes? Do you have predicted grades for this learner? So we support on the quality to just ensure that the learner completes the syllabus. We are trying to avoid a situation where someone just thinks that when I walk to an institution, I can come out with the ICM certificate. I also want to insist that ICM certificate exams are marked. They are marked because we have an obligation to make sure that the quality is adhered to. So ICM exams are done physically, especially for the professional courses. The script are marked. But if a student has a complaint, he wants to raise a complaint, then we'll have a report, an examiner's report against that student, or an general examiner's report, what examiners want. So I encourage learners out there, as you take ICM exam, you have to revise. There's no shortcut. You have to revise. You have to be ready for that exam, and the exam will normally be done at a centralized point. As I mentioned earlier, Nairobi will have a centralized examination venue, Kisumu will have a centralized examination venue, Mombasa is central examination venue, Kakamega centralized examination venue, Eldoret same, Bungoma same. So we have all this region, we have centralized examination venue with qualified invigilators who've been trained to make sure that the learners are adhering to the regulation of exams. Now, for these learners to be admitted for different courses, then it means that we'll also look at the entry behavior, what we call entry behavior, what someone scored. So number one, I'm looking at the RPL. If someone has experience in the industry, he will be measured he'll be assessed against the knowledge that he has, the skill that he has, against the curriculum. Then he can be retooled or retrained so that he meet the standard. Any person who has done any person who has done an artisan will be admitted for a certificate. Any person who has made a D-plane will come in for a certificate, then you complete a certificate, a diploma, and then advanced diploma. Anyone who has a C minus will come in for a diploma. So we have all those provisions. What I'm saying that the ICM, we have the progression opportunity that we can start from a certificate, a diploma, advanced diploma. And now, because we've been approved by KNQA, ICM students have opportunity to join the local universities and international universities. So we have that opportunity that when you finish ICM, you'll take a certificate to TVETA, you'll take a certificate to KNQA for equation, then you get admission to the local universities. Lastly, we have an office in Kenya at Bruce House. So there's an office at Bruce House where we have a mini library. Students who have registered, they can come and do the revision, but the student has supposed to be registered and has a card to confirm that is our student.
One word, something you can tell the viewers outside there.
Thank you so much, Bwana Frederick. And for me, I'm challenging anyone who has not taken a course out there that now we have education has become accessible out there. We have over 80,000 TVET approved institutions. So anyone who out there, please take up initiative. We have both private colleges and government training institutions that take up initiative and step into one of those courses. You can start anywhere. You can start with the artisan. You can take a partial qualification. So don't just stay at home, but take an initiative for you to get these studies and professionalize the industry that you want to promote, be hospitality, journalism, aeronautical, any industry that we want to promote. So for me, I always say that success is avoiding life of excuse. So don't have an excuse, but take up an initiative and get admission to the course. You cannot be a professional if you've not studied any course. And when you join that college, be sure also check that this college is approved by TVETA. Make sure that the college is approved by TVETA, because once the authority has approved them, then it's going to make the standard, and you'll get a qualified, a recognized, and a certificate that can give progression. So the other thing is that learners also have a challenge in choosing career. And so before you choose career, there's a number of things that you need to do. Look at your passion, look at the time that you have, the resources that you have, and make up your mind. So we will want all of us to professionalize this industry. And education, as education stakeholders, we encourage our learners to take up an opportunity, the education sector, especially the TVET sector, that they can take up these opportunities and have all the skills with recognized certificates across. Right now, we see the government is also having an issue with fake certificate. So you rather get a certificate that has been assessed, that is a genuine certificate that can be verified, so that you also don't waste your time, and shortcut is always expensive. Thank you.